where east and south meet. A278. Living in the Americas, where east and south meet. Revised edition. In this film strip, you will learn how people live in 4 states where east and south meet. These states are Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia. .6% of the population, 2% of the land. Where east and south meet. These states may be divided into 5 separate regions from east to west. These regions are Coastal Plain, Piedmont, Blue Ridge, Ridge and Valley, Allegheny Plateau. We shall begin our study with the Coastal Plain region. Rivers move slowly across the coastal plain, a lowland bordering the Atlantic Ocean. Sandy beaches and shallow offshore waters form the eastern edge of the coastal plain. Sandy coastal plain soils dry and warm quickly for the early spring planting. Truck farmers grow large quantities of early vegetables for city markets. Can you tell why this peninsula is called Delmarva? The level land here is excellent for truck farms. Some truck farmers specialize in tomatoes. They are either canned or eaten as fresh vegetables. Baskets protect young plants in the field from late spring frosts and strong winds. That's pretty cool. Poultry farming is also important in this area. Many Delmarva farms have modern chicken houses. Chicken farms supply eggs and poultry for markets in nearby cities. There are many truck and poultry farms on flatland like this near Smyrna, Delaware. Further west, the coastal plain is slightly rolling and more woodland areas can be seen. Peanuts are a coastal plain crop. In this Virginia field, they are stacked around poles to dry. Shallow waters in Chesapeake Bay supply many of the oysters eaten in the United States. This pile of oyster shells will be ground to make fertilizer and to be used for chicken feed. The Navy Yard at Newport News, Virginia, builds and repairs all kinds of Navy ships. Men and machines on the docks at Newport News supply and repair various ocean-going ships. This large Army transport is being refitted, painted, and made more modern. Although coal is the most important export, Norfolk, Virginia ships other raw materials. Here, fuel oil is loaded into the tanker through a flexible hose attached to a pipeline. Many industries locate in coastal plain cities. This chemical plant is in Wilmington, Delaware. The restored colonial village in Williamsburg, Virginia attracts thousands of tourists. Gracious lawns and gardens surround stately Mount Vernon, George Washington's home. An air view of Mount Vernon shows coastal plain countryside near the fall line. The western edge of the coastal plain is marked by the fall line, where rivers and storms fall from the Piedmont region to the coastal plain. Cities grew where falls in the rivers made water power available. The fall line, Piedmont. Great Falls, a cataract in the Potomac River, marks the fall line near Washington, D.C. The bike path goes right by that. Refer to the last map. Notice the Piedmont region, part of the land is level while other parts are rolling and hilly. The level parts of the region are used for farming. The rest of the land is covered with mixed forests of hardwoods and evergreen. This view eastward from Ashby Gap, Virginia, shows level, rolling, and hilly land. Grains and hay are important crops on Piedmont farms. This oat field is in Virginia. Tobacco is one of the most important cash crops grown by farmers in this area. Nearly every Piedmont farm keeps a few dairy cows. Some farms specialize in dairying. West of Piedmont lie the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Ridge and Valley region, and the Allegheny Plateau. As you study the following map, notice each of these divisions in the 4 states where east and south meet. West of the rolling, hilly land of the Piedmont lie the Blue Ridge Mountains. Beyond the forest-covered slopes lies the Great Valley, a part of the Ridge and Valley region. The Skyline Drive along the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia overlooks the Great Valley to the west. From the Skyline Drive, you can look down on the large farms in the wide valley. In narrow valleys, there are smaller farms with little fields, pastures, and wooded slopes. Forests and woodlands supply raw materials for the many sawmills of the Allegheny Plateau. Large piles of softwood cut into short lengths tell that this factory uses pulp for making paper. These coal miners are ready to go down into the mines near Beckley, West Virginia. Coal, water, and railroads attract industries and their workers to many Appalachian valleys. Coal is burned to run steam generators that supply electrical power for industry. Electricity is also generated from water power. This dam on the Kanawha River in Hawks Nest State Park, West Virginia. Many chemical plants like this one in Charleston locate along West Virginia rivers. There is great variety in the region where east and south meet. The physical resources are varied. People earn their living in many different occupations. As you look at the next map, see if you can name each of the 5 regions. Questions for discussion. Name the region north Name the region nearest the Atlantic coast. How do people make a living here? What name is given to the region west of the fall line? What work do people do in this region? Name the other regions. Describe briefly the activities in each. Oh, thank you, Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company. This film strip has been vacuumated for protection against scratches and fingerprints. Vacuumated.